Hi, my name is Cheyenne Brazell, and today I will be applying the CREW method to the high school I currently work at's online catalog in the section Career and College Readiness. So my general impression is that the information is out of date. The covers especially are boring and uninspiring. Even the digital looking cover just looks like it's old. I don't know any student that would look at the book and think, oh, yes, I can get up to date, helpful information from this book. That is just my opinion, but that's how I feel. So, having interesting covers is also an issue that even modern day college and career readiness books have issues with if you look at modern ones. But it's a much bigger mix, about 50-50 of interesting looking ones and outdated looking ones for the ones coming out in 2023. But all of these looked pretty old. So the criteria I was looking at is I chose the acronym MUSTY from the book, and I was looking at the M, the S, and the E. So the M, misleading, is the information factually inaccurate. S, superseded by a newer edition, seeing if books and resources are out of date. And E, elsewhere, is the resource easily provided elsewhere where it may be easier for students to access or just not needed to take up room in the physical collection with a physical book. So these three books honestly hit all 3 points. Mostly the out of date portion, right? So this top one on the left, Career Opportunities in Television, Cable, Video, and Multimedia, was published in 1999. So it is 24 years old. Television, cable, video, and multimedia careers have definitely changed dramatically in the last 24 years. So that book just needs to go. Career Opportunities in Art, which was published in 1994, even older. Again, there's big changes in the art field. A lot of students are more interested in digital art careers or tattooing. That seems to also be fairly common. But for the most part, students want to make art digitally in a variety of ways for a variety of companies, marketing, animation, etc. And I don't think this book would be at all helpful. And then the final one on the bottom left, Career Opportunities in Engineering, was published in 2007, so a little more recent. But engineering has also had great strides since 2007, literally just in terms of like materials that they build with, big difference since 2007. So these were the three most egregious ones that I was like, would be an immediate weeding. Need to get rid of those. A lot of the books in this section were from the early 2000s, so before 2010. There were a few that were from 2017. That seemed to be the most recent numbers, but mostly from 2010 and earlier. I would think for college and career readiness, at the very least, books should be 10 years old, and then you get rid of them. If a book is over 10 years old for college and career readiness, I don't think it's valid anymore and would need to be weeded. I don't think this library section has been weeded effectively. I will say usually something is better than nothing. Of course, thinking about the spreading misinformation. If it's spreading information, if the advice is not helpful or useful, or it says you need to do things that you don't, then it really needs to be gotten rid of so it's not giving students faulty information. And that's where that MUSTY acronym comes into play again. Here are my references. There were a couple of things I wanted to mention. I just didn't give it its own slide, so I'll just go back one. Yes, so the collection. Careers has an online collection on the on the online catalog, and it is also very out of date. It seems to be made by different librarians, so there was over like 40 different collections that even the online resources were out of date. And so overall, this section of college and career readiness needs a big upheaval, I think. And the E, available elsewhere, I think comes into play here. Is it better to just have that online instead of a physical resource? Thank you.